Hello and welcome to the Wizards Arena. Today on the episode of Banhammer, we're going to be talking about cards that it sounds like they're banning, maybe in Standard. They said they're keeping a close eye on it last week, but they didn't say what or how many or when they'll be banning. Just, it's coming. So without further ado, let's get right in there. First up is Ugen. I don't think Ugen is ban worthy. I feel like Ugen would be problematic in the coming format after they do the bans with all the ramp. So he's something to keep an eye on, but he's just not worth getting banned yet. He's a really good card for Control Shell. It does exist, but moving on to our honorable mention. Drown in the Log is not inherently strong on its own. It's just good value. With rogues being played a lot, if you ban any of these cards on this list, it means less things are going to be used to keep rogues down. And Wizards doesn't like 40 to 50% of their cards, their decks being rogues. The top 64 over the weekend, though, we had 61 decks be Uro Omnath decks and 3 be Adventure decks. So, if that other deck goes away, something's going to replace it. So they might want to preemptively hit this card. I don't think they will, though. So that's why it just gets the old honorable mention. Something to keep an eye on. So let's move on to actual ones here. Wyona is number 6. She is super strong. Beyond the fact that she digs 6 and puts as many guys you find there into play, which is ridiculous. On top of all that, she has another line of text. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Put the rest of those cards in the bottom. So the creatures you get, they're fine. They're not dying. And that's just dumb. So she could get banned. There's a warrior, red-white equipment, heavy deck going around right now. But I don't feel like she is bad enough to get hit because she's in there with Nahiri. So there's 2 things competed for the 4 slot. So I'm not really worried about it. But it is to note that she's out there. Next up, though, is Lucky Clover. This guy, unfortunately, is number 5 on the list, and he probably should get hit because in the M21 format, before Zendikar came out, Lucky Clover, or the Adventures deck, was the best. People seem to be of the mindset that if you're playing best of 1, we can't run answers. Oh no, can't run rest in peace. To blow up their artifact, get rid of a card in their yard. They don't want to do any work. They want Wizards of the Coast to do all the work for them. They just want to be able to cry on the forums that things are broken. So this one, I'm less upset if they don't ban it outright to start with. Moving on, we have the Lotus Cobra. There's a couple ways to answer the Cobra, but he, in a really heavy mana ramp format like we got now, and Fable Passage, and Evolving Wilds, is just too much. You can run a few of the creature elimination spells, but, It's just not the end of the universe. So I got a feeling this is where the other line gets drawn. Agent Dante, please know. He will probably be banned. You know, if he's not banned, then he is the very top of the totem pole of cards not getting banned. Next card, unfortunately, I think is going to get banned. Ember Cleaver. This has been around since Throne. 3 cost of Fairy kept it in check. 4 cost of Fairy kept it in check as we were in the last little block before when 3 cost of Fairy was banned. But now that the equipment deck is so much faster with all of new red, white, warrior, and equipment stuff, it's just people don't want to leave up mana to deal with this thing. You know, they just want to have it gone. They don't want to be taken 10 to the face on turn 4 or 3. Number 2. Oh, number 3. Number 2 is next. Omnath, Locus of Creation. Yeah, I know they don't want to hit a card that just came out. But the problem here is a second time landfall trigger, you get 4 mana. With the Lotus Cobra and this guy, I play Fabled Passage and crack it. I get 2 mana from the Lotus Cobra, 4 mana from him, and I have 6 mana up. That's 12 mana on turn 5. Potentially. Or 11 mana on turn 5. Like, that's just so much, man. That's just crazy. That's double terror in the peaks. Just so many crazinesses. If this was our 3rd land trigger, I don't think it would be so bad. And this was just 4 damage to creature, opponent, or planeswalker they control, your choice of the 4. I think he'd be fine. But with 64 decks in the finals over the weekend, and 61 of them ran him as the main card, he's got to go. Like, they might let him stay around a little bit longer. And also, number 1 is still Uro. I don't know how he stayed around this long. But he's number 1 and I gotta get banned. Because if you just look at him as a sorcery, delete all this horse crap. Colors, the green and the blue, for a spell that lets you draw a card, gain 3 life, and then you put a land from your hand on the battlefield. Most ramp decks will play this thing because that's just stupid good. You know, like it's just so good. Like, I mean, unlike other ramp spells which let you go search a deck for a land, it's still. But I feel like if they're going to hit stuff, it's going to have to at least be Omnath and Uro, and then we will see if they get Ember Cleaver and Lotus Cobra. Like, it's the last time they banned stuff, there's a couple different levels. And with all the online playing, they just really can't let stuff exist as long as they used to get away with it. Well, my name's been Draymore with the Wizards Arena, and this has been episode 3 of the Banhammer. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on the Facebook. And I will see you guys in the next video where we talk about what they actually did. And we should be learning soon what their plan is, probably by like noon, 1 o'clock. And I'll let you know then. Have a great day. See you all then.